Trump's Ukraine plan, a big new way countries are helping Ukraine. By our friendly news reporter London, UK. There is some really important news buzzing around the world this week about how different countries are working together to help Ukraine. The US President, Donald Trump, has just shared a big new idea that could change how military help is given. And it's something everyone is talking about, a fresh idea. European friends to buy U.S. gear. On July 14th, President Trump announced a new way of doing things. Instead of the United States always paying for military equipment for Ukraine, now the countries in Europe who are allies' friends will step in. It also helps share the cost among the NATO countries, who are like a team of allies. He said that if a peace deal in Ukraine isn't reached within 50 days, which would be around early September, there could be very big tariffs. Tariffs are like extra taxes on goods that countries trade. These could be as high as 100% on countries that trade with Russia. This decision is part of balancing support with trying to prevent things from getting even more intense. The idea behind this deadline is to encourage Russian President Vladimir Putin to come to the table for peace talks by putting economic pressure on them. Diplomats, who are like representatives from different countries and officials from the US and its European allies, are busy figuring out all the small details of this new plan for sending weapons. The main focus is on making sure the announced plan works smoothly. It's also good to know that the US House of Representatives recently approved a law to continue military help for Ukraine by asking European allies to take on more of a financial responsibility and setting a clear deadline for Russia. He's definitely changed how the game is being played. This shows that there's still strong support for Ukraine's defense efforts in the US government, and this bill is expected to move forward to the Senate. Everyone around the world will be watching closely to see what happens next in this new chapter. This includes deciding exactly what equipment will be sent, how it will get to Ukraine, and how much money each participating European country will contribute. Many European nations, including Germany, the UK, Finland, Canada, Norway, Sweden, and Denmark, have already said they're ready to join in and help pay for these important tools. They'll buy billions of dollars worth of military gear made in the US as equipment. Especially important things like powerful Patriot missile systems would then be sent straight to Ukraine. This plan has a clear goal: to make Ukraine's defenses stronger against attacks, especially from missiles and drones. The 50-day challenge, a push for peace. These systems are super important for keeping their cities and people safe. However, the 50-day deadline has brought some mixed feelings. While Ukraine really wants peace, some officials are a bit worried that such a strict time limit might accidentally encourage Russia to try and gain more land quickly before any talks start. Adding an interesting twist, President Trump also gave Russia a bold challenge: Ukraine's hopes and concerns. For Ukraine, getting more US-made weapons, especially the Patriot air defense systems, is really good news. Also, on July 15th, President Trump mentioned that he wouldn't be sending Ukraine super long-range weapons that could reach far into Russian territory. What's happening now? The quiet work. In the last couple of days, July 20th and 21st, a lot of important work has been happening behind the scenes. There haven't been any big new announcements about US policy beyond what was shared last week. The big questions ahead: President Trump's new plan is a really important moment in how the world is responding to the situation in Ukraine. The next few weeks will be super important. Will this bold plan lead to a lasting peace, or will it create new challenges and make the situation even more complicated?